Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Little pass back. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for, you know...
Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we had. Haaland! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
So, what can they make of this? That's good running with the ball. Bellingham has a look and plays it forward. He's had a hit! Nicely aimed pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. No foul, says the referee. Bellingham. McAllister. And he's picked out the run. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Maradona. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. McAllister. And it's Cruyff. Haaland. Bellingham. Oh, well played, well played. McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Maradona. Cruyff. Oh, and he's through the middle. It's Ronaldinho!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Terrific header! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Haaland. Oh, played right into his path. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Baresi. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. And Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Played back in. Good read, needed to be.
The attendance for this
Barcelona
match was
looking to get their possession game going here.
71,898.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Wan-Bissaka. Oh, what has happened? Can he finish? And it's in! And the comeback is complete!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
After 67 minutes is number 8, Erling Haaland. Substitution for Barcelona, number 22.
So,
Mbappe.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
17,
actually.
Maradona.
So we have a breakthrough.
Number 3,
Now, how will things develop from here?
Coming
It's
on
so
the
often the
field,
case with goal
number
scorers,
11,
little influence,
David
and all of a
Villa.
sudden,
Number
bang.
6, Xavi.
Well, this
Number
is exactly the
13,
approach they have to take now,
Adams.
Peter.
They're
Substitution.
coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product. And
Goes in for the header! And another try! He's got a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. Big header!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Interesting ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's been chance! It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is threatening to become a... He's got a side of goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
I think we're just about done here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He could be in here. Costa Curta deals with it. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Haaland,
Please make
hat-trick
sure to
scorer,
watch the screen
massive
for an
game from him
information
today.
bulletin from the regional police department.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome
Hello,
to everybody who has
welcome
joined
to
us for
today's
this
match.
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Hernandez. Oh, good read. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through. Mbappe! Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things. And Mbappe! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Pinches it off him. Palmer. Played back in. Haaland. Shot a goal! And it's a goal!
Mbappe very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Aimed in towards the centre. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to...
Palmer! Oh, taken with style! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
I just think that's a good example of how you take advantage of a lapse in concentration. He was on the prowl, hungry, looking for any scraps that came his way, and he certainly gobbled up the chance, took it really well.
Oh, he's been... Great chance! No mistake! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
And here's Dani Olmo. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he cuts out the supply. And he's managed to get rid. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back into the middle. Oh, what has happened here? Modric. Messi. Modric.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That is as far as they're going to go. Dani Olmo. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Deep into stoppage time. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the finish! Oh, he's been caught napping. Caicedo. Now Neymar. Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Palmer. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. That is a great ball. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! 2 to the good. They have breathing space. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find...
Decent hit! And he hits the net!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
For this match was 72,306.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Mbappe! Oh, that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Palmer. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Barcola. And it's Modric. And here's Mbappe.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Dani Olmo. No, that's been intercepted. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Really well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's tried one! And will be quick to recover this. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi hurtling down that right flank. Mbappe looking to run onto it. McAllister. Spread out to the left. Barcola going full tilt down the left. Romero
Added
clears
minutes
it
has
away.
been indicated.
Mbappe. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi looking to get on the end of this. And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here, perhaps.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch.
He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ramin clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. It's a loose ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Could be danger here. Diaby. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Haaland. Diaby, he's had a shot! And another try! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Out for a throw. Oh, that is a nice touch. Foot in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! And he's done it! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Pedri, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that has left him in a heap. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Diaby. Oh, that's clever. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yamal. And we've reached half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. How would you review the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
That's good defensive concentration.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Dani Olmo. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Çalhanoğlu now looking to orchestrate a counter. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Spread out to the left. That's good play. That's a decent clearance.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's found a way through. Çalhanoğlu closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rodri is there, and he can pick it up. Çalhanoğlu, Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Rodri. I think we're just about done here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Out to the left it goes.
There will be 1
And he's
minute
heaved
added
it
time.
away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome to
the
today's
footballing
match.
folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Shot a goal! And got to be quick to recover this. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Mbappe.
Freddie Ljungberg has to be one of the most versatile wingers we've ever seen, Peter. Whatever his role, he finds a route into the opposition's box, and he's an incessant worker.
He must then be remarkably fit.
That's really true. He's a specialist in making that elusive out-to-in run, which is so effective.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. McAllister. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. For Çalhanoğlu. Haaland. Kyle Walker. Diaby gets into some space. Rudiger. Al Nassr upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Speculative strike. It's one! McAllister.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Climbs up big! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Hernandez. Now it's Haaland. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe! The captain scores!
Well, it's so hard to keep someone with his enthusiasm and his energy quiet. Second best will never be accepted in the world he lives in, and the timing of his goal won't be lost on him. It's crucial.
And he stuck it up. Ljungberg! Romero attempts a clearance. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it,
Hello,
but
everybody,
it is
and
equally
welcome to
clear
today's
and
match.
very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor.
He's one on, has a go! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the most significant moment of the game. 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernandez. Calhanoglu. Nunez. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, good-looking ball. Pass is coming off and kicks it. He's had a hit! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Dani Olmo, great defending, strong and determined. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Dani Olmo! Oh, that's fabulous! Header! Nico Williams. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mohamed Salah hits one! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Let's a look and place it forward. No, that's been intercepted. Calhanoglu. Darwin. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, super! There's the hit! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Darwin. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Darwin. Now it's Darwin. Hernandez.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
All driven towards the far post. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Cleared away. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Chance! There's the whistle for half-time. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
And we are back on the way. That pass has been well intercepted. Çalhanoğlu, Mbappe, Williams. Oh, there's the clearance. Darwin. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without complication. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedri. Good spot he's seen. And the shot! Sticks it away! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
61 minutes is
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Darwin Núñez.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. Oh no, this does not look good.
Substitution in progress. The attendance for this
Bastoni
match
gets
was
over and intercepts.
71,898.
Simple. And it's Messi. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Darwin.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi. Yamal. It's a great, decent hit! It's a goal!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Goal scorer for Arsenal. After
Arsenal
74
have
minutes
turned to their
is
bench, and
number
we're going to have
9,
a substitution.
Mbappe.
They're still trying to make a game of
Taking
this.
place.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Simple. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dani Olmo. Núñez is firing after that one. Now there's a Mbappe! No, it's wide.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Núñez! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Rafinha tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 5
Oh, good
minutes
read.
added time.
That was well played, well stopped.
5 minutes to add. Bastoni could move up a gear here. And it's Messi. Hernandez cuts it out. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here. There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's McAllister. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he put it away? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Shapes to shoot! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Gnabry, crossed in once more. And he's quick to get it clear again.
This is the time you need that pace.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Drogba. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Diaby. Bellingham. And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Schlotterbeck. Hernandez. Now Schlotterbeck. And he was quick to react. Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. That is
There will
good
be 1
pressure,
minute
just
added
hounded
time.
him off it. And here's Drogba. Now it's Neymar. And the first half is done. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Pedri. Inter Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific.
It's Drogba!
Diaby, McAllister, now it's Haaland, Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great ball if he can get there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
And he cuts out the supply. And now the breakaway. Koundé. Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister has found the net here, of course. McAllister.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive.
He rises! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 13.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
After 72 minutes is number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Hernandez. And that interception was most... And the shots! Caught offside that time. Gets his pass away. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's burst. Real chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. He's on Haaland! Well, the ball's come loose here. Haaland with a beautifully timed run. Well timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
There will be 3
But he
minutes
gets
at
big.
a time.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Palmer does really well there, he is strong. And here's Diaz. Oh, it's come loose. And it's De Bruyne. That's a sharp pass. And here's Nunez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, there is the unmistakable figure of the charismatic Eric Cantona. Poet, philosopher, player extraordinaire. Perhaps one of the most compelling characters ever to grace a football field. Yeah. Nunez! Pedri. And here's Nunez. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Still goalless. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Hernandez. He's a sharp little ball here.
That was lovely, that.
He's got full. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Cantona. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! Now this time, surely! Mbappe. For Palmer. Haaland. Kyle Walker. Threads one in. For Palmer. Walker has it out wide and in space. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's a nicely measured pass. Cantona! Pinches it off. He's got the shot away! That's a half-decent try. Kyle Walker. Palmer. He's had it taken off him. Out to the left it goes. Diaz. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Climbs up big! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So, a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one.
Please be
No
made
goals
aware
at this
that
stage, but
smoking
certainly
is
not
only
devoid of
permitted
action.
in
It
designated
is
areas
0-0
within
here
these
at
grounds.
half-time. And the action is back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. Look at the space. Mbappe! Oh, that's amazing! A stellar strike from the skipper!
Listen, that's just a terrific way to begin the second half, and how about the quality of the finish from the team leader? To go in front again with his brilliance really ought to set them up now for a very positive outcome.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Pedri. Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, no joy this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Great hit! Sticks it away! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The attendance for this match.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely...
Nunez!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Ruben Diaz. Cantona. And here's Nunez. Diaz. McAllister. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the finish! Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Adams. Pedri. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's played him through. He has found the way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. Haaland! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Çalhanoğlu gets across to intercept that. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the...
There's the hit!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Skims one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time. And that will be the final act. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Now it's McAllister. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? That is good strength. Çalhanoğlu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Pedri. Walker is charging up on the overlap. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Costa Curta gets it away. Pedri. Nice ball, and he's in here. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedri. He's tried one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Van Dijk. That pass isn't the best. Çalhanoğlu. And Kyle Walker. Romero. Kyle Walker. Çalhanoğlu. Passing nice and neat. Mohamed Salah. Rodri. Bullet. Chance here to counter. And it's Neymar. Pedri. He's in here! He's had a shot! Romero gets good distance on it. Messi. McAllister. Salah. Oh, no joy this time. Van Dijk. Pedri. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Hoping that it's a good sign, things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's taking no chances there. He's got a solid goal! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The attendance for this match
And
was
that interception was
71,550.
most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! It's there! The breakthrough arrives at last!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
A 1-0 lead face-to-face. Tries a shot! It's a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much
Hello,
riding on
everybody,
it,
and
but
welcome
it is
to
equally
today's
clear
match.
and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's McAllister, now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Isak. That is a brilliant interception, gently done. And it's Drogba. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest, and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Japan are looking to go forward now. Well, that's well seen too. Costa Curta. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's found a way past. Pirlo. And he'll shoot here. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Pirlo. And here's Gnabry. Climbs up big! Baresi gets flagged offside. Mbappe. Isak. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Bellingham.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the first half is done. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Decent hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Pirlo just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Calhanoglu. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pirlo goes short. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Japan have their second corner now. Pirlo with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
The attendance for this match was
It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pedri! And for a moment, time stood still. And it's Pirlo. Chouameni strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping.
Mbappe! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. McAllister. Isak. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, smashing header! Drogba. McAllister. Isak. Now, what about a counter-attack? Isak. Chouameni.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Now he's off and running. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. And he's found a way past.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
But they've got it again. And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
One way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Yamal is herring after that one. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Kane. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
He's cut it out.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Kane. Palmer. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dani Olmo. Isak.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams. Pedri. Gerrard. Pedri. For Palmer. Aimed beyond the defence. Palmer. Dani Olmo. Can he get away here? Mohamed Salah. Costa Curta. For Palmer. Gerrard. Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Nice defending, physical and effective. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! And he's following up! Caught offside that time. Dixon. Mbappe. Mohamed Salah. Spread out to the left. Isak. And we've reached half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
So
we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Pedri. Great chance! And he's straight offside. Pedri for Çalhanoğlu, and that is as far as they're going to go. Palmer! Oh, that's quite incredible!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Atletico Mineiro have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Gerrard. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. Tries a
The
shot!
attendance for this match was
And that is wildly off target.
70,987.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this.
It's Salah! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 66
There was
minutes,
no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Pedri. Davids. Gerrard. Palmer. And it's Salah. Isaac. Costa Curta. Now Davids. Gerrard. Palmer. 75 minutes played. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's managed... Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! And just like that, he's into double figures now.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril.
There's the shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Ah, that's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Atletico Mineiro with the corner. They're first.
Atletico Mineiro really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Dani Olmo. Salah. A real chance if he can get through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
There will be 5 minutes
showed
added
plenty
time.
of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. 5 minutes to add. Palmer has created one goal already. Palmer. Mbappe! He's found a way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so added. Palmer! He scores! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it.
And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it
welcome
is
to
the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
We've not seen too many players better than Gilberto Silva at what he does, Peter.
A terrific shield for the defence, isn't he? He just seemed to always be there without especially being noticed.
Yeah, that's very true. One of them...
Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, and he's through the middle. And Batistuta! Batistuta looking sharp there. Kyle Walker. Still goalless. And here's Mohamed Salah. Now it's McAllister, and it's Çalhanoğlu. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Schlotterbeck. McAllister, and the ball's a good one here. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That's a decent clearance. Back in possession and ready to go again. McAllister. He's tried one! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rodri. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Neymar. Çalhanoğlu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score... De Bruyne! That's really well cleared. Mohamed Salah. Now that's a fine challenge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham. And it's Neymar. Now it's De Bruyne. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Ecuador. Number 8, De Bruyne. Roberto Carlos.
Here we go again then.
Coming on the field.
Well, it's been tight,
Number
Peter, but
18,
I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Nuno Mendes. Number 6.
Foot in.
Joshua
Well
Kimmich.
seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's looking wide. That's a sharp pass. Maradona. And now they can clear their lines. Gilberto Silva. Ecuador finding their passes. Quality ball. Now it's Mbappe. Maradona. And he was alert to it. Still just a single goal between the sides.
The attendance for this match was
Bellingham looking
71,898.
understandably energised after his goal. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bellingham. Can he put it away? Goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mohamed Salah. Well, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's Batistuta. Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He played through for the wide man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Cleared without hesitation. And the volley. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It is a very, very good save.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot on sight policy. It's just not working.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Bellingham. Rodri. Now Gilberto Silva. Bellingham! Oh, belter! He's got himself an absolute peach. And he is just ripping it up. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, I just thought he'd make great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
And now, to all members of the
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without
everybody,
a doubt,
and
it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well.
And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. That has been knocked clear. Oh, it's come loose. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, great chance! Cleared without hesitation. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about...
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking. Pedri. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Still goalless. David Villa. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Picked out Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Dybala. Hernandez. Dani Olmo. Hernandez. That's a look and place it forward. And he was quick to react. Dani Olmo. Now it's Dybala. And it's Salah. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cleared away. Now it's Rafinha. And there's green grass ahead of him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, that's well spotted. Dybala. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break,
Please
and the
be
game
reminded that
remains
drinking is only
goalless.
allowed in the areas shown on this map.
To look
Thank
back
you
on the
very much
first
for your
45
cooperation.
minutes.
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. So neither side. He's got a side of goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. He's going for goal! Fair Clever attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Dixon just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta tries to dink it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah, pinches it off him. David Villa. Nice defending, physical and effective. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He's having a hit! And the ball's come loose here. Dani Olmo. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Dybala. Passing is crisp and sharp. McAllister. Dani Olmo. That's a decent clearance. In again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they're quick to get it back. He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He gets big! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Messi. And that could set him on his way.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And that has been clubbed away. Çalhanoğlu.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Paris Saint-Germain. And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Please make sure to watch the screen.